Hi, I'm Phyllis. My website is southernfrugal.com. Today we're going to have for our main meal of the day, we're going to call it Bison steak burgers with gravy. And we're going to have another side dish with that, in fact 2 side dishes. So you can find the bison ground up in the section where you find the grass-fed hamburger and a lot of grass-fed beef and all. And it's usually in its own little section in Walmart close to the regular hamburger. So when you open it, you need to open it over the sink because it's packed with a lot of fluid. And I just put it on a paper towel and let it soak up. So I've got my burner on a little bit above medium, and all I'm going to do is salt this. And I'm going to cut it into 4 sections because this is 1 pound. Like that, just 4 sections. And I'm going to dredge it in some all-purpose flour. So I'm just going to mash it out just a little bit. Actually kind of leaving it in a square shape. I'm making 4, so that means I'll be freezing 2 of them for another meal. Go ahead and mash those out. Like that. Just dredge them in that flour. Completely covered. And that is all-purpose flour. Alright, we're ready. I'm using my cast iron skillet for this. And again, my burner is just a little past medium, because you want it hot enough, the skillet, that they don't just simmer, let's put it that way. Alright, I'm going to put a little extra flour on the top of them, because I want that flour in there because that's going to be what makes the gravy. Like that. Alright, so I'm just going to drop this flour. All goes in the garbage. And I just used a grocery bag and put paper towels over the top of it so it can soak up some of that liquid. Alright, now, while that's cooking, what I'm going to do is go ahead and, well, first of all, let me tell you where this is from. The carrot and turnip mashed with butter, and this comes from Julia Albert, and I thought it really sounded really good because I love turnips. These are the purple top turnips. So she said when I was growing up, my mom used to make this for a veggie side dish for Thanksgiving. I'm not sure if this is a French recipe, but we all like it. Cook carrots and turnips till tender. Make sure to cut them small, about the same size. Cook both in the same pot and drain. Then you put butter and salt on, and she said sugar. I've never heard of putting sugar, but that's what she said. And you mash them together just like mashed potatoes. So that's exactly what we're going to do. I'm going to peel the carrots, and get them in a pot cooking. We'll be back. Alright, we're going to flip our little bison burgers over now. Make sure we get some brown on the other side. that's what they look like. All right, we're going to let these cook while I'm continuing to peel the 2 turnips and my carrots. We'll be back. All right, we got our 2 turnips and I had 4 carrots that I peeled and cut up in here, and we're going to put the burner on high and go ahead and cook these until they're tender, which really shouldn't take all that long. In the meantime, I took up my burgers and I poured off some of the grease, probably about 2 tablespoons or more. And so I've got some grease left in the skillet. Let me move y'all closer on that. So we're going to make the gravy now. And I've got, this would probably be the equivalent of about 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. Then we got some flour still on the burgers themselves. We're going to put that flour in there and brown it just a little bit. You want about equal amounts of flour and grease or oil. So I'm just going to cook it just for a few minutes. All right, let me get some water to pour in there. Hold on. All right, so I'm going to start out with 1 3/4 cups of just water. Now I have to use a metal scraper, a metal spatula on the cast iron skillet, y'all, so sorry. Just kind of scrape up those little bits. Turn that burner up just a touch. Yeah, I'm excited to try the turnips and carrots. Mashed turnips and carrots is what it's really going to be. So I've got my burner on high. I'm going to put a little salt in the water in a minute. Let's get this gravy fixed here. And just stir that flour until it gets a little brown. Move y'all closer so you can get a good look. So when you're making gravy, you want the same amount of grease as flour. And we're going to have another addition to this gravy, but we're just going to get it going first. Don't worry about the little bits. That's where all the good taste is. All right, I think that's about enough. Now we're going to go ahead and pour in water. I'm going to start out. That's about 1 1/4 cups. I'm going to let that come back to a boil. And then we're going to add the little burgers back to them. I'm going to call them Bison steak burgers because to me that's what it's like. It's very lean beef, but I actually think it tastes like really good beef. All right, so we're going to let this come back to a boil and get our turnips and carrots boiling, and we'll be back. All right, our gravy is already boiling, and it's of course going to thicken up, so I'm going to add just a little bit of salt to it. All right, now once we put the Bison steak burgers in there, some of that flour that was on them when I cooked them is going to come off in the gravy. So we want to keep some extra water there because it's going to get thick, and I don't like thick gravy. So put them in and let them turn it down to simmer. And in the meantime, hopefully these have just about started boiling, the turnips and the carrots, and we'll be back. I'm going to fix some butter biscuits. And I've already done a video on that. I'll maybe list that at the bottom. All right, y'all, we'll be back. All right, my gravy has already gotten somewhat thick, so I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of the water to that. And we're going to add, this is going to be about 4 ounces of, I've already used some out of it. Pour that water off of it. So this is about, let me check and see, this is about 4 ounces of sour cream. Go ahead and put that right down in there. We got the burner. It's going to be on simmer for about, I don't know, the next probably 30 minutes until the turnips and the carrots get done and get the rest of the meal together. Just mix that sour cream up as best you can. Like that. Alright, y'all. We'll be back when this is all done. And we'll find a lid to go on this skillet. We'll be back a little bit later. I'm probably going to have to add even more water to the gravy. Alright, my gravy and bison are simmering now. I'm going to add some garlic powder. Not much, but some. It's probably, I don't know, half a teaspoon. And about the same amount of onion powder. And just stir that around. Stir that around. And we're just going to let this simmer until everything else is ready. So I'm fixing some biscuits now. We'll be back when all this is ready. Alright, our turnips and carrots are both tender now. And Julie said to just mash them up and fix them like you would be fixing mashed potatoes. So I'm just going to mash these up like that. My potato masher. Get every one of them mashed up. I'm going to go ahead and put some butter in now. Probably about a tablespoon. All right, I'm going to mash these up. Wait a minute, we've got to put salt, don't we? Yeah. All right, we're going to mash them up, and I fix mashed potatoes by using half and half or either whipping cream, so I might add a little of that too. Let me get them mashed up and we'll be back. All right, I ended up using my emulsion blender because it was just taking too long to mash them up. And boy, did this do the trick. And no, I did not need to add anything else. I went ahead and put them in the glass. All right, I've already tasted them, but I'm going to taste them for y'all. There's no words to describe it. They're very, very delicious. And of course, you don't even have to like turnips to like this. Yeah. And with the carrots giving it that orangey color, gorgeous. And they just taste tremendous. All right, y'all, we're going to get all this on the plate, and we'll see you in a few minutes. All right, y'all, here's the meal. We've got the bison, we'll just call it a steak burger with sour cream, garlic, and onion flavored gravy. And there's that wonderful turnips and carrots. That is absolutely beyond anything I could have imagined. It is super good. There's my little congealed salad. And of course, we've got our iced tea. Mr. Bucky wants 2 biscuits. And I want 2 biscuits, yeah. This is very, very good. I hope y'all will try that. Now, that's my recipe, but this one is Julie's recipe, and even if you don't like turnips, I think you're going to love this. It is just wonderful. I finally did, of course, use my emulsion blender because I wasn't going to stand there and mash those things all that time. But anyway, it turned out fantastic. All right, y'all, and there's our iced tea, of course. We will see y'all next time. I hope you'll try both of these recipes and try the bison, too. It is really, really good. It tastes like a super good beef to me. All right, y'all, we'll see y'all next time. Bye for now.